I just wanted to kind of narrow down on a few things here, kind of addressing the whole card decline type of situation that we've been dealing with lately with like the Supreme drops. And I did a little bit of research, not too deep, but like this is kind of like what I heard a few people only say and kind of like what I've implemented before, and it really does work for me. It worked for me last drop. I got basically everything that I was going for. Um, I did kind of mess up like a few things that I'm gonna get better at, but I'm gonna mention those things here, and I'm gonna show you guys on screen also exactly what I mean. So basically, one of the things that I feel like people don't really look at that much these days is practicing your captcha. So there's captcha generators that you can practice like 10 minutes, 15 minutes before, like right when you're ready and set and you're ready to go. Just open it in an extra link in your Chrome whatever, and just practice it as many times as you can. Kind of like it kind of will help you personally be a little faster at it, and you might have a good chance of the Supreme not hitting you with one. So that's number one. Second thing, I don't know if everybody can do this, but if you can get a hold of two cards, so two different credit cards, doesn't the names like have to match, I guess, to the credit card, but like if it's like if you have somebody in your household, like maybe your father or your mother or somebody that you can use, just give them cash the day before, be like, hey, I might buy this and it won't let me buy me just one, so like can I use it? Like most people can get that, or if most people I think do have two cards or two credit cards. So try using two cards. That's one of the main things. And kind of jumping into like what I want to show you guys in tabs is have three tabs open. Don't go on one tab or just two tabs and just like kind of like chill there, hang out and like refresh it, even if it's exactly already 8 a.m. or whatever. I don't know what it could be in your time zone, but here it's at 8. Refresh one. If it's not doing anything, jump to the next, refresh the next, and then jump to the next. Like, don't hang out on that first tab. So this is basically how I want to do it this time, and this is basically what I did last time, kind of, and it worked very well. So I'm gonna just show in accessories because accessories is like what they have in stock here. So let's just say it's exactly 8 o'clock. Hit that shirt, add to cart, go to checkout, use your filler. Once your filler gets processed, once your filler fills in, do the CCV. So on this first page, type in the CCV manually, okay? Process payment, and then whatever the captcha is, solve it, and then once it hits that processing loading kind of half frozen, half like I don't know if it's gonna go through or if it's gonna hit me with an error or a card decline. Don't wait for that. Like literally as soon as that thing starts loading, hop onto the next, hit the next thing you want, have everything like jotted down so you know exactly what to do. Again, use your filler, but on the second one, this is what you have to do really fast. Make sure you have your credit card number. If you're using two cards, if you're using a second card, make sure you have your second card copied and ready to go. At this point, you can even have it before the drop starts, and so then you can just paste that number. Again, type in the CCV. This literally takes like a second. Like I have mine memorized for like 5 cards. Like it's really, really, really easy. Just type that in, process payment, complete the captcha if it hits you with one. And then right away, don't wait for anything. Don't look at anything else. Jump to the next thing. Add to cart. Check out. And here's the last kind of thing I would do. This is what I haven't tried yet, but this is technically kind of what I'm looking forward to doing this Friday when everything's gonna drop because they're doing it a day later. Also, type in let your filler do its thing, but change the phone number by 3 digits or 2, like whatever's easier for you. Nobody cares about that phone number, to be honest. Your bank doesn't even know that phone number. Supreme definitely doesn't know that phone number. What they really like, their whole little thing is they try to control as much as possible of the credit card side of it, because that's where they can really track you. But once you've submitted 2 orders just now using different kind of methods, or at least the way you put them in, or copy pasting versus typing in and then doing the CCV separate, at this point Supreme's a little bit confused. So changing a little bit of something in the information that they don't really always track, and try processing your order at that point, complete the CAPTCHA, and then just see how it goes. Maybe go check on your first tab. I guarantee you that will literally confuse whatever they've got going. Whatever monitoring software they're using to kind of like keep an eye on all that stuff, or whatever, like their tech team, whatever they're using. You've thrown them off, because even though you're coming from one IP, you have had 3 different tabs open, hitting 3 different things. Yeah, obviously you can't hit the exact same thing on every tab, like that's just kind of the way it is. Like there's methods for that too, but it gets more complicated. Maybe I'll cover it in a different video. But this way, you have, even from the same IP, you have 3 different ways of the way you've inputted it. Even though you used filler for most of it, like you used filler for the hard time-consuming address, full name, that kind of stuff, you've confused the input time, or those milliseconds that they measure stuff by, with the CCV, with changing the credit card. And if you don't have 2 credit cards, if you have 1 credit card, just copy paste that credit card number, copy paste it, versus letting filler pulling it in. Yeah, it's going to take you maybe half a second to delete it like that, and then just pasting it. But that, to be honest, is sort of like my niche. That's kind of what I'm going to be going with this drop, and I feel pretty good about it, because yeah, they are cracking down on filler and stuff like that. And like if you're not using autofill, if you're really down to copy paste all of this info, including like your address and your phone number and your credit card number, like it'll be tough. Like bots will pass you, and other manual users will pass you that usually do stuff like that. Like I'm not at that level where I can just type in all my information super duper quick or copy paste half of it and then just check out with the most hyped item that's going to sell out in under 10 seconds. So yeah, that's pretty much kind of like what I have here. What I've been looking at. Like I have a few other notes. I want to do on Friday, I'm going to try to do a live cop and sort of show you guys exactly how everything that I just talked about will go through or not. Yeah, sometimes the server will freeze up really, really bad, and there's nothing you can do. Like none of the tabs will load. But in that case, it's just kind of like it's fair game. Like sometimes their servers do get overloaded. Like imagine how many people are trying to hit that same, same link, to the most hyped item. And here's another little tip. This is something that I haven't exactly tried it yet myself. But if you really do want that number 1, that super hyped item, what I would say would be a good idea to do is throw it in with something else that's not that hyped. Like I've seen a few trends online saying that you can check out with the most hyped item by throwing in something that's not that hyped, and then throwing in the hyped item. Try and check out with both of them in your cart. And that code will sometimes bypass all the other codes, all the code that people are trying to use with just one thing, because they're getting hit. Their server is getting hit with that one hyped item in their basket or in their cart, whatever, trying to check out. But you have a little bit different code because you have another item that's not even that hyped, and like people aren't really trying to get. So your code might actually have a better chance at getting through the server than theirs with one. So that's another little thing. Haven't really done it yet. Like it's been tough. Supreme has been really cracking down on everything. They're getting ready for some really big drops coming next month. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I'm gonna try to go do a little bit more research and sort of go along with it, and I'll do a live cop on screen so you guys can kind of see how if my method works, and you guys can witness it yourselves. I'm not gonna lie to you guys about it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I kind of got for you guys today. Yeah, just subscribe, give me a thumbs up if any of this information is helpful, and yeah, have a good day.